The recently released KCSE results by Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu informed the nation that 201,133 candidates, those are representing 22.27%, attained the minimal university qualification grade, that is C+. So what next for those who didn't get that, who didn't get the university entry and who didn't get the university entry grades? What options are there for them to continue with all-important education journey? Are there technical and vocational training institutions ready to fill in the gap? Today, I'm joined by TVET practitioners. TVET practitioners in the country who will paint a realistic picture of the options out there for those who didn't attain a university entry. I'm joined by, from my farther left, that is Olivia Accord, who's principal Commonwealth College, and Japheth Lagat, director of Skyridge Technical Institute. Now let's get right into it. Yes. What next for these students that they didn't attain the minimum grade?
Thank you very much, Nanga. I just want to really thank God because the results of KCSE just came out the other day. And most of the students actually never attain a mark to go to university. But now, what next for them? Actually, what next for them is that we have TVET courses, technical courses, who can actually help them to achieve their goals in life. For example, somebody who got grade of E or D+ or E or C- can just go to TVET Technical Training Institute and maybe do a course which is actually can help later to really achieve their goal in life. For example, somebody who scored D+ or even E can just go to a TVET Technical Institution and do, for example, a plumbing course, mechanic, can do also fashion and design course, or cosmetology course, which can actually help that person to achieve a goal in life. Yes.
Olivia, when it comes to matters TVET education, there's some students out there who feel if not university, that's it for me. So what will you tell such students with such mentality of it's university first, then others later?
Thank you so much. In that view, I think it's now news, or it's an old story, because when you attain C+, your view is that you go to the university. But then after the university, we have even employers asking people to get skills, more skills, which are found in the TVET sector. Now, the TVET model, its objective is to include everyone. About 10 years ago, when you got a D+ or a D-plane, you'd be like, I've failed. The TVET model now tells a student that we have no failures. Rather, we are thinning the level in which the students are starting. You can start high, you can start low, but have the same target. Yeah? So this is what we are encouraging students, that a person who gets a C+ starts higher than you, but a person who gets a D starts lower, but all these people can become doctors. Yeah? So there is a bright hope in every performance. And actually right now, we don't talk about failures. Even when you look at the CBC training that we're doing now, at our level, we are calling them CBET courses. Yeah? We are told that we never tell a learner, fail. We don't have a mark like fail, but we have a mark like you have not met your competence. If you repeat it, you'll be able to achieve the competence. And that shows us that those who got grades lower than university grades, TVET gives you an opportunity to start low. And the beauty is also that at every level you go, you are able to get employment. For example, if I do level 4, I go to my D-, I do level 4, I'll be able to do some jobs. Then I'm able now to pay for myself to do level 5. Yeah? Then I also now do level 6. And because of the current learning, I can transit. I can transit from regular classes to online classes as I continue to go to school. So I'm looking at TVET as a brighter option, that even somebody who has been called to do a degree course and really is not in line with their dream. You can be called to do a course, but it's not in line with your dream. You can dump that and opt for a TVET course, which lets you start low, but then gives you your dream. And then with the time, you are able to meet up and start working early. You don't have to wait for 4 years to start working. With the TVETs, after 1 year, you can start working and then continue to improve yourself over time. So we are just saying that TVET is a good option. And also, for those who are going to the university, I got my B, I got my B+, I'm going to the university. But then there is a course that interests me. Like right now, people are doing caregiving, Maybe I want to go to Canada and I want to do a caregiver course, which is not in the university. So in as much as I'm going to the university, I want to do some caregiving course, which will lead me to my dream. So I'll combine all this together. So I would want to encourage students that are going to higher level learning, that we cannot only be content with one degree. Even if you have a degree course, still you can do a skill-based course in our TVET colleges. And that's why we are not, as TVET, we are not only targeting C and below, as it is said, but we are targeting everyone who want particular skills.
All right, Japheth, perhaps you can just take us through maybe the criteria as you're talking to maybe parents and students who are listening. What is the criteria for one to join any TVET institution?
The criteria is that any student who has scored any grade can just make an appointment of actually applying any TVET institution. As long as you have just, gone through the Form 4, and we have actually said, my colleague here have just said that it doesn't matter, maybe you have just gotten a grade of A to go to university. Anybody can just come and actually do a course that can help you, even educate yourself, even to further other studies. So I want to really call upon the parents who are listening to me, who are looking at me right now, that even if a student scored any grade, E or D+ or whatever, that student has a chance to really get a TVET course at any technical institution. So actually, I want to really give them hope, that there's hope at the end of the tunnel. Because like the way my colleague has just said, that somebody can just advance from craft, from artisan to certificate to diploma. Actually, in that level, you can be able to achieve your certificate diploma and even go to a degree level. So actually what I want us to do is that look at that student in that level and tell that student you can still go and do an artisan course. After that, you can do a certificate course and also go to a diploma course. We can really help you earn your earnings at the end of the day. So it is my advice to the parents who are looking at me at this point of time, that don't look at that student in that negative way. Others have even gone ahead and even killed a child. Others discourage them, demoralize them, they just away from home. But I want to really say, as technical and TVET institutions, we want to really encourage those students to join TVET institutions. Because at the end of it all, they will be able to manage and get the best out of it. Yeah, like technical courses like mechanic. You can just go to your home village after actually you have studied. You can just go to your home and open a shop. You can be able to make vehicles. You can actually be able to open a shop and also do some tailoring, and also be able to knit some clothes for people, and also at the same time also for building a construction course. We are building houses every other time, so we need people who can be able to build houses. So who are these people? It is our children who have scored even D+, whatever the case. Even if you have scored A, you can still be eligible to get to do a course of building a construction. Okay, we have also this course of driving school. People see this course as just but nothing. But I want to really say that there's a student who has that passion of driving. So allow that student also to go for driving. And that student, at the end of it all, he can be able to be employed, and also he can be able to drive, and also even these public service vehicles. Okay, we have also a course in, like the way Madam has actually put this course of caregiving. This course of caregiving is the best course, because it deals actually with nurse assistant. And these students also, they can just still come and do that, and they can also be of great help in our hospitals. So we want to really call upon the parents who are at home to actually realize that these children need assistance, need advice, and at the end of it all, they can be able to achieve their dream at the end of it all.
Maybe from what I'm understanding from you, and correct me if I'm wrong,
yes.
Does it mean, okay, TVET is like a stepping stone?
Exactly.
Are there some courses that you can get a certificate and
yes.
use this certificate to get into a degree in or a diploma
yes.
in like a university or a college?
Exactly.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. Now, I just want to thank God because of our education sector. Anybody who have done diploma can just go, even if you get a diploma and get a credit, you just go to second year of your degree level. So actually, we actually encourage these students to really advance from craft, from even arts, to go do a certificate course, from certificate course to diploma, from diploma to degree course. So actually, it is not the end of the road. Once we actually encourage them that begin here, and at the end of it all, you will just climb the ladder until you achieve your point. Yeah. You get the point. Yeah. So actually, we want to encourage them to join our TVET institutions because this is very, very, very important. Because even if a student, at times, a student maybe he had aspiration to really get A, but at the end of it all, it's called C- or C stand. But you want to tell them, now that is the starting point. You can start from diploma and go for a degree course, and even go for a master's and PhD. Right. So it is not the end of the road. So actually, I want to really call upon all the students who did Form 4 last year, and the results now out, now to join TVET institution, because it is very important for them. And at the end of it all, also, they will also meet with those students who scored A at the end of it all. Right. So you can just come through C-, but at the end of it all, you will end up in university. You can just come with D, maybe you scored D, and at the end of it all, you start with your certificate, you go for a diploma, and then finally you go for your degree. At the end of it all, that student with A and these students also with D plain will all have the degree at the same time.
All right.
Finally.
Olivia, perhaps as we wind up, you can talk to us about capitation and the challenges faced in TVET institutions in Kenya.
I will refer to the funding model that was revealed last year and which has been in operation for 1 year now. And if we look at this funding model, we have the greatest funder in Kenya for students, that is HELB, access to HELB loan, yeah? We find that the universities, they are funded, the students are able to get help, whether they are in private or they are in public. And then we come to TVETs, but then there's a challenge in that even though it was recognized that a Kenyan child is equal, yeah, but still at TVETs, private TVETs still are not able to access help as compared to the public TVETs. And then there was this funder in HELB called, it was a special fund called Afya Elimu, which then introduced a fund for medical students to borrow, whether private or public. But then along the lines, the funder withdrew. So at the moment, even private medical TVETs are not able to enroll in this fund. So that means that the policy is there that students in higher learning, that is in universities and TVETs, should get help. However, in the implementation, still the private TVETs are denied. Yeah. So I think it is a high time that the implementers, the policy implementers, should relook into this issue and enable access for help, both for private and for public.
All right.
Yes.
All right, and maybe 1 minute each, a parting shot, just your advice to students who are unsure of their career path.
Okay.
Half a minute each.
Thank you very much, Nana. I just want to really encourage the students who did Form 4 last year that there's still hope in life. You can just join a TVET institution and you can be able to achieve your dream at the end of it all. Once you achieve your call, always you can apply. And this is the right time now to enter into a TVET because January, we have January intake, now which is going on. We have February intake also, which is also coming. So if you are not ready for the January intake, just come for February intake. So I want to really encourage those who are at home. You can apply. How you can apply all the time, because you can apply any TVET institution, and you can be able to get an admission letter, and then you can be able to go and study your course. Like, for example, I want to really encourage those who are vulnerable also, that normally the government also gives capitation for those students who are vulnerable, and the government also is also giving loan. And maybe I just want to say this is now the right time to apply. And we also have bursaries. We have also a CDF. So all the students who are there, who are watching at us now, we have the options, and we can be in a position to help you. Maybe you are watching us at home. We are there to help you. So maybe I just want to encourage them to write us SMS and also apply, and then they can be able to get the admission. Right.
All right. If my director can give me 30 seconds for Olivia, your parting shot.
My parting shot is to say, let's not wait until September, because the idea about TVET is for us to always acquire competency-based skills and use them. So for those who have just gotten results, all TVETs are open right now, and we are admitting. We are not waiting until September. Yeah, and even the minister said that every other month we are going to have skills in every college, so that we can continue imparting skills, which is the work that we are meant to do. Yes.
All right, and that is where we wrap up this interesting conversation here on Africa Speaks. Thank you so much for keeping me company. My name is Grace Nganga. Good afternoon.